RD got off from the truck, and now he's cleared himself outside of the building. He crashed in. And he wanted to kill CG after what he's done. With a machine gun in his hand. And now he stands on both 2 feet as CG rides his motorcycle and dodge one. Now, as he would learn that he will pay for his insolence, his interference, his resistance, or whatever you may call it, CG was going to die. RD ordered his boys to pick him up so he can kill him where he's standing. Until Commissioner Walker got a gun at him point blank range. RD was finally captured. But there was some bad news. Kid and Vixen are gone. I mean, there were 2 armored cars. Unless the other armored car was really them inside of it. In a failed attempt, and not to mention the commissioner thought that he almost lost his life, but actually he was carrying a vest within himself. But now there's a bigger problem we all have to deal with. RD must be questioned of what happened to Kit and Vixen. So, the commissioner was the first to enter in. He would try to talk to RD to figure out the location of Kit and Vixen, but he wouldn't give no answer, or nothing in particular, not even a freaking clue, a freaking Amazing Race clue envelope. He's just sitting there, wanted to not get involved with the police, but until CG answered the call, he would try to beat some sense out of him until he gives another game to play for them. He said that he would still have time to play his little game in order to save one of them. But when you say one of them, because there's something odd about what he said. He's now going to be putting them in death's door. wherever they are, he knows where, but he is not saying anything until, like I said, beat some sense into him. He was going to beat him some more. CG was going to beat him some more until finally RD has finally submit. He would tell him everything. In order of that, he gave him another clue. Another amazing race envelope. That will be the biggest thing. And it's also a detour. Yes, it will be a detour. A detour clue. It carries two paths. Two paths of finding Kit and Vixen in separate locations. But the reason why this story is called The Amazing Race of Death, it's because Kit and Vixen is about to be put into a game which their lives are on the line. No cash, no contestants. The only possible way is for one to save both. Is for two to save them both, or one must save the other. So in those two locations are located CG and Commissioner Walker decided to team up. CG decided to find Vixen. Walker and his men will find Kent on the exact locations as Kit and Vixen has woken up. Well, Vixen was already woken up and speaking to find someone for help. They have both been waking up, and now they've been tied up in separate locations, surrounded by oil drums and a bomb that will set off and yes, they are fighting for their lives, but for someone to rescue them, CG and Commissioner Walker must act fast, or the goth couple will probably finally will be facing death. The amazing race of death. They both hurried as fast as they can to find them. CG already made it to his goal. He will be able to find Vixen. As Commissioner Walker is going to be late finding Kent. But before all of that, RD was so slick, he manages to get himself out of prison after the hostage attempt, and not to mention there was a bomb inside the precinct. He made his escape clearly.